This video is a little bit controversial because we're talking about how you shouldn't always be looking and fixated on the spark when dating. So, a lot of the work I do with clients is actually looking at how a relationship should feel and the kind of early stages of dating. Um, and one of the things that's always comes up is clients saying they want the spark. They want that chemistry, they want that excitement, they need to kind of feel that spark. Now, the reason that this is such an interesting topic, especially for me, is because in the current dating climate, we've been conditioned to believe that we need instant chemistry, overpowering attraction, it should be fairy tales, it should be fireworks, it should be like a film, right? That's what we've been brought up with, and that's what we base our idea of love on, which means we're searching for something that feels and looks like that. But actually, a lot of the time, it's tangled up in us chasing people we can't have, or anxiety, or our attachment styles, and also the fear of settling. So I wanted in this video to talk about why we shouldn't be fixated on the spark, why it's not the most important indicator of a successful first date, and what we should be looking at instead. So the spark actually has a lot more to do with our attachment style than the chemistry that we have with another person. If we are dating people and we're used to there being a push-pull and an uncertainty and a kind of chase, and it hasn't always been calm and easy and felt nice, then we get used to a certain amount of adrenaline and anxiety when dating. And this means when somebody backs off, we crash, the lows are awful. But it means that when they come back into our orbit, when they show a bit of interest, the adrenaline kind of is absolutely huge. So we get used to this constant up and down, and that's what we start to associate with love and with chemistry. Now, our kind of pesky attachment system, which I will do another video on another day, but means that when we meet somebody and we don't have that up and down, that uncertainty, we write them off and we say it's boring because we feel calm, because our attachment system is wired to look for the uncertainty and the anxiety. So that's why a lot of the time we say nice guys are boring. Or, if the date is okay and you've had a nice time, there wasn't that spark. And we write people off very quickly when really we shouldn't be. The second point of why I don't feel like we should be fixating on the spark is because having the chemistry or having the spark for somebody doesn't equal compatibility. You can fancy somebody, not actually really like them as a person. You can fancy somebody and not be on the same page as what you're looking for. You can fancy somebody and hold completely different values. So the spark is not a long-term indicator of success and compatibilities. It's more important to focus on your values, on how you feel when you're with that person. Do you feel calm? Do you feel like yourself? Do you feel attractive? Do you feel listened to? All of that glorious stuff, rather than fixating on the chemistry. And number 3, following on from this point, is only 11% of people actually say it was love at first sight and they knew instantly, which means 89% of the rest of the population had a little bit more of a slow burn, which equates to literally slowing down and giving the connection a chance to grow. Because there's that amazing phrase, chemistry can grow from connection, but connection doesn't always grow from chemistry. And you will have experienced this in your daily life, I'm sure. You might have gone to school with somebody or worked with somebody, or been one of your long-term friends. The more time you've spent with them, the more attracted they become. And this isn't about settling or anything like that. It is just about slowing down and actually getting to know somebody based on who they are as a person and how you feel around them, rather than a kind of instant attraction. So it's why I always say give somebody 3 dates unless you have a real reason not to. And You know, if you go on a few dates with them and you like them a bit less each time, and you find them less attractive each time, that's your answer. But if you go on a date with them and each time you're a bit like, oh, okay, that's really interesting about them. Oh, actually, they are really attractive when I see them in this environment. Oh, okay, I feel really good around them. You know, if you like them a little bit more each time, then that's the indicator. And number 4, some people are just sparky people. They're charismatic. They can make you feel comfortable. They're great at chat. They're great. They're a good flirt, you know. Some people are just like that, and that's okay, but it's not an indicator of long-term success or really an indicator of how they're feeling. They might be able to kind of elicit an emotion in you, but they might not feel it back. Sorry to be brutal. So, with all of this, an overriding question is like, look, if for the 4 reasons I've just given, I don't focus on the spark, does that mean I am settling? Does that mean actually I'm giving up on this idea of, you know, the fact that love should feel really exciting and drama and kind of all of this great stuff that you see in rom-coms? And the answer is no, because do you really think you're going to marry or end up with somebody that you find average and boring and unattractive? Because I sure as hell hope not. You know, you will fall in love with somebody and it will be incredibly exciting, but it will also feel easy and secure and calm, and it won't be the superficial uncertainty and anxiety and kind of inflated chemistry that's based on our attachment system, okay? This isn't about settling for anybody, for any tolerable person that comes along. This is about slowing down and looking beyond the instant chemical reaction you're expecting on a first date and getting to know somebody. Looking at whether they're good company, looking at whether you had a nice time, looking at actually whether they made you laugh, okay? So it is just about giving people more of a chance, because love doesn't always come in the shape, sizes, and packages that we think we're going to get. It can really surprise you, and I would hate for you to miss out on something incredible because you are fixated on the spark. And that's what I almost did. My husband, amazing guy, really liked me, very, very normal, and completely not what I was used to. So, you know, I've been there and I've done it, and I almost lost him. So please give yourself a chance to slow down, give yourself a chance to get to know people, and give yourself a chance to experience what an amazing relationship can actually feel like, rather than, you know, focusing on changing the bad guy or getting the unattainable girl or whatever it might be. And on a side note, this is exactly the kind of thing I'm going to be focusing on in my brand new program, Leading in Love, which launches the 12th of April. So I haven't actually started advertising it yet, but doors will be opening soon. So if you do want to hear more, please get in touch with me, and I will speak to you soon. Oh, please rate, subscribe, review, leave a comment, everything, so I can keep making free content for you. Lots of love, bye.